On this bull at Ogden, Utah, he was in the 30th position of bull riders only. He kicked the bull, and he kicked butt for $10,000. Then in Southern California at Long Beach, he kicked another one. Around and around they go. And at the end of the rainbow was another $10,000. Have the Texans packed it up? Have they packed it in? They didn't show in Colorado. Hang on, everybody. It's bull riding time from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. Now on Prime Network across the world. It's the Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. Brought to you by Roper Apparel, the greatest looking shirt you'll ever wear. And by Original Coors. Howdy, everybody. I'm Bob Tallman. We're happy to be in the Mile High City, and we're ready to ride some bulls for another $10,000 first, $20,000. But it doesn't make how much money you win. It does make a difference on how you win it. Gary LeFew and I were talking before we started tonight. Who can do it? We got a half a dozen new kids on the block that are all hot. But I want to talk about Terry Don West. He just come off an injury. And Wes Sear. The guy is riding on a high like nobody ever has before. What's going to happen if we pop his bubble?
Well, he has got a bull that could pop his bubble tonight. He's got a bull that Sammy Andrews says might be the next Outlaw Willie. So this is going to be the true test for him.
I want to find out if Sammy Andrews is right. What about Terry Don West?
Terry Don West is coming off an awful bad injury, and he's starting back probably sooner than he should. So it's real hard when you're hurt that bad to come back. He's got a good bull in the first round. If he gets by him, you know, they were 80 on him at Chicago, Adam Creel was. So if he gets by him, it could look good for him.
There's some other kids like Laramie's Jeff Cathcart, Owen Washburn from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and Colorado's own Richard Rule. But when we look to the top five and who's who in the world of bull riders only standings, the Original Coors scoreboard shows it like this. The Canadian, Wes Sear. He is 2 out of 2, going for 3 in the top. Adriano Marias. The Brazilian, he's number 2. Montana's Clint Bronger, Jim Sharp, and of course, West Coast, Aaron Seamus. Ladies and gentlemen, hang on. We're ready to bust some bulls. And for $10,000, it's a 1994 Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. Welcome to Colorado, and we'll be back to McNichols Arena. Welcome back, everybody, to the 1994 Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. This is Bob Tallman along with Gary LeFew in the Mile High City of Denver, McNichols Arena with 15,000 action-packed fans. Who are the lifesavers tonight? And the athletes come from Montana and Texas. There's Lloyd Ketchum from Miles City and the great bumblebee, Rick Chapman. They are on tune, and I guarantee you what, in time. Now, who makes the marks? Talking about our judges. On the left, Darrell Haas. On the right, Chris Horton. They're the masters of the pencil, and they've got their ink flowing good. Want to talk about Samstown, first round of highlights, and who did what and how it all came down. It starts just like this. We needed an 82 score. Todd Steinbach showed up with a 78 to start it off. How do you get to the 80s? Well, you've got to ride a Ranklin. Sammy Andrews and David Bailey bring them to town, and this is the way it's going to look. Owen Washburn, Las Cruces, New Mexico. Here's a long-legged kid from the Southland down on that Mexican line and said, I come all the way to the Mile High Country, pin air and all. To get $10,000, he's going to have to ride 3 to make it look good tonight. Tony Stoddard, the son of a United Airlines pilot based right here in Denver, Colorado, gives us exactly what we need, 82 points. This bull couldn't have fit him any better, and this kid's in his home country to do it right. He's a college student over in Laramie, Wyoming, but tonight he's a hero in Denver. Now we go to Jimmy Slack. Who's Jimmy Slack and where did he come from? Amarillo, Texas. This is Border Patrol from David Bailey. The bull nearly had him twice out of the 8 seconds. He jumped back up, and the bull hesitated to wait for him once, but he qualified to be one of the 6 of 7 that you'll see in our highlights for Samstown in the first round. Now, what can we do with this bull? You watch him blow, and you watch him jump. This is the way it is. Myron Duhart. 5 years ago, he was a national high school champion from the state of Hawaii. Now, after a few days at Gary LeFew's school and 5 years of seasoning, he's in Bull Riders Only top position to qualify in the first round. Buck Ernest comes from Comer, Georgia, a southern gentleman out of the Southland, and we're seeing more and more of them all the time come out of that southeastern part of the country. This bull did everything he could to shake him loose, but he was like ugly on an 8 ball over him. These are the qualifiers with Myron Duarte in the Headhunter. Buck Ernst and Mighty Spotty, that's going to be a good one. Armando Rodriguez, Dennis the Menace could be bad. Jimmy Slack, Nosedive, that's not the bull that Jimmy wants to have to get on. Bernie J's going to be okay for Todd Steinbach. Tony Stoddard's got Butterfly Joe. There's going to be a matchup. And if the Hooter does what he can do, this Washburn kid from Las Cruces ought to give him a kicking he's going to remember. Ladies and gentlemen, on the original Coors scoreboard, we like it like this. The Ghostbuster with Jeff Cathcart, one of our local favorites. $20,000 to the good. 2 out of 3 of our matches, Wes Sear has done it from Canada. Then Gavin Bly, the Australian, has the Dancing Wolf. C.L. Johnson, the Indian cowboy from Dupree, South Dakota, with Itchy Twitchy. And Dax Hockey, the college student from Texas, on Honky Cat. I don't know what else we can do besides give you a little Mud Butte, South Dakota at the top of this list with Rory Lemon, a bronc rider, and a bull rider. Wrangler Cat's going to be a great match. Gary Richards from Houston, Texas, and a Wild Toad. There might be one of the rankest bulls in all. Richard Rule, a local cowboy from Colorado. Terry Don West, the all-time great. And Irvin Williams from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shaw Sullivan is on the floor.
I'm here with Michelle West, wife of Terry Don West. Arguably the best bull rider percentage-wise in the country right now. How's Terry feeling?
He's a little sore. His elbow's still bothering him a little bit. He chipped it at Houston and punctured his lung down there, and so we're just kind of iffy right now on how he'll be.
Tell me what happened on Bodacious in Houston.
To be honest, I was in the TV room with my child when it happened, and it looked like he was riding him fine, and he just kind of got whipped down, and I thought it hit him in the head, but I could tell when he landed and got up and ran that he's hurt. I could tell just by his face he was hurt. He had that look, I'm hurt. So I knew he's hurt, and I just went to go see what was wrong.
Now, you said he got on a bull at the house. How did that work out? You know, practice warming up for this event?
Yeah, we've got a few bulls at the house, and he got on 3, and he rode 2 that I think I could have rode. So I said, get on something a little tougher, and the bull didn't kick, and he kind of rocked him out there, and he didn't look quite up to par, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Now, if he's mortal, if he's a normal guy, and if he's a smart guy, what is he going to do, or how are you going to feel if he's to get by the first round? What if he draws a Bodacious? What if he draws a 55 Gunslinger?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to hope that the good Lord would not do that to us twice in a row.
Would you want him to get on?
And especially here, he had him here at the last event at Denver. So
yeah.
I'm just thinking that God's not going to do that to us twice. I'm not even thinking that way.
So we made an edit, and now we're talking to Terry Don West. Terry, how you feeling right now?
Right now, I'm feeling all right, except I feel like I got bruised ribs. Other than that, I feel fine.
Tell me what happened in Houston on Bodacious.
It was there in the short round for a lot of money. I was riding him. Bodacious knew I had him rode in about 6 seconds. He just got really mad, jerked me down, caught that little nub left horn that he's got, and hit me in the ribs and hit me in the elbow. He chipped my elbow and punctured my lung and just plain hurt me.
Anybody who gets hurt like that is going to have his heart, pounding when he comes to an event like this. You got in a couple of the house to tune up. How'd they feel?
The bulls I got on at the house really didn't buck that hard. I believe my wife could rode them, but I figure here tonight I will get tested for sure and see how healthy I really am.
Now, assuming you get by the first round, you make it in the short round, what happens if you draw a Bodacious or a 55 Gunslinger? Something that's notoriously bad for hurting guys.
I'd hate to think I'd have Bodacious here tonight, especially come from, just hurt me, and this would be my next bull to get on him. I'd hate to think that would happen, but I really don't know what would go through my mind. I don't know how to take it. I just wait till if that time comes to see what would happen. Hopefully I can draw something that just get me by for 8 seconds and make lots of money here tonight.
What a great story, Shaw, and the best of luck to Terry Don West. I'm not sure if his wife could ride Bodacious or not, but I think if he draws him, she's going to get on him just to keep him from getting killed again. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the 1994 Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. There's a little clown that'll join our big clowns. We're going to be back with the second round. Don't anybody move. We're getting high in Denver. Hello and howdy, everybody. everybody, Bob Tolman along with Gary LeFew, and I want to welcome you only a few miles away in a few hours, you might say, a couple of short days to Casper, Wyoming. The Event Center, give us a call at 1-800-536-BULL. We're going to be there next weekend, and I hope you'll join us. We're ready in round 2 with Tony Stoddard and Butterfly Joe. Sammy Andrews is here, and Gary LeFew. This kid better have his hammer cocked.
You bet. Uh-oh, he's dropping that arm. He's getting away from his hand. I noticed that in the first round. He had a little bit of a bad habit of dropping his arm, and that will get to you in the ranked bull rider.
Well, it happened, and he got by 1. It's not going to work for 2. He says, oh, well, ain't it great to be above ground? The alternative is not so good.
Okay, right here when this bull starts to move around, see how when he drops that arm, it drops his whole body down into the well. The bull sees him over there, goes the other way. Bulls are not stupid. They see you trying to cut the corner, set a trap on them, they're going to go that other way on you.
We've talked about this being an international event, with a Brazilian winning the first one, a Canadian winning number 2, number 3. This is event number 4 on the tour for the Wrangler Tour for 1994. Gavin Bly, Queensland, Australia. Sammy Andrews, Dancing Wolf, 231 in the white whale. Get back.
Okay, come on, Gavin.
Yes, radio mate, you're in. Yo. And he didn't make it. An inch and a half away from success. He was one of the seeded Cowboys coming into this second round. He did not need that to happen. That's a mighty fine young man right there from Australia.
You bet. He is a good guy. I figured the way he got tapped, he'd probably get by this bull because he got around the corner good on him. He's up on his legs. He's right in that center of balance now. His elbow, I think, might have come back. No, he just got moved a little too. Yeah, it did come back. Look at it. As it comes back, it's taking weight off that inside leg. As it does, that slides everything back. You get back on that rumble seat, and it will swing you out of there.
The farther the distance he got back, he just seemed to pull his hand out of the rope, blew his hand out of there along with everything else. It's tough to ride one in any position when you don't have your hand in the rope. Now, C.L. Johnson, here's the Indian champion from Dupree, South Dakota. Itchy Twitchy from Sammy Andrews Rodeo Company. This cowboy's a Hollywood stuntman. Not only have you been watching him in the movies, but now he's on a television series with my Indian woman doctor that I enjoy watching here. Johnson goes.
Yes, he will open up with his feet.
Hey.
That pocket and ride. They were 90 points on this bull in Tampa. Last time we'd seen him, Mike Erickson rode him for 90.
I'll tell you what, just before our show tonight, Gary and I had a chance to talk to this Hollywood stuntman. Came over to say, what does this little gray Bramer do? And Gary said, well, they were 81, 91 points on him.
90 points.
And Lightning did that. Little Mikey was 91 now. Look at him reaching that outside foot and trying to hustle.
Oh, there's nobody hustles harder than CL. He will get in that pocket and ride now.
Well, to all of the Sioux Indians, that Rapid City, Dupree part of the country, we're coming your way in just a couple of weeks. And your Indian cowboy just moves to the lead.
Could have stepped on him there. We might have a little bit of a soreness going into that third round. He will more than likely make the third round.
This guy makes a living being sore. I don't think you're going to hurt him at all. We got him qualified in there with an 81. That's all he needed to do is get qualified. The T is not for Texas, it's for Tulsa. Making Oklahoma and Irvin Williams. We've had him not once, but about 4 times going into the third round and been so close, but yet so far from winning the $10,000. He's a many times national finalist of the PRCA. Anything you want to do tonight, Irwin, is fine. Bandolera from Sammy Andrews.
Little hop skip to this bull. Hey, makes his timing real tough to stay with. He's kind of like a junk pitcher in baseball. He sets you up by doing that hop skip motion. Real hard to get in time with.
Well, that's the Hadley Barrett stutter step is what it is, and that's just what cost him. You watch about the 4th jump here, that bull sets him up, and he didn't take it right.
Around this corner, he's pretty good. Now watch him give that little hop skip right there. Run him back a little ways, and then bap, sets him up and goes the other way.
Owen Washburn.
Gary, as we were talking a minute ago in the first round highlights, Owen Washburn from Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I was bragging on this kid out of the desert country, but look at the horns on this one. This is the hooter and the hooker from Sammy Andrews. And if psychological effects have anything to do about fear from getting your eyes poked out or your lungs caved in, this bull should do it to everybody. They call him the rookie. Ha ha. Get back, Loretta. This bull will hook your socks right out of your boots.
Well, that's where being mentally tough in the bull riding. You've got to get over the front end to ride ranked bulls, and this bull is a tough bull. He's probably going to go out a little ways and then turn back to the right. So you got to talk yourself into moving out right between them horns, because that's really the only place you can ride it.
I don't know how in the world you can talk yourself into anything like this. Oh, he did do just exactly what you said. One fake to the left, jump to the right, and then tucked into it. Now, he just reached up and grabbed his face. I think he took a hook in the face.
I think he got him there right in the lips.
He's calling for Skip. Dr. Skip, where are you?
We get a slow-mo motion of this back. Maybe we can see just right where he got him.
Oh, this is frightening.
Now look at this. Look at these horns come up at you. You got to move out over him. He's moving out good, but right here he just looks like he just tried to put his hand down for some reason.
And the left horn reached up and poked him right in the kisser. That's a Watusi. Bremer jersey cross of some kind, but it don't make any difference genetically. Right there.
Where he bapped him.
Whoa, ouch.
Bull has a kind of a funny front end movement, kind of shifted his feet back. When you lose your feet on a bull with that much horns, something bad's going to happen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us on Prime Network, you're watching the 1994 Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series from the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado. Don't anybody move. We're going to come back with more in a minute. Welcome back, everybody, to McNichols Arena in Denver, Colorado. This is the 1994 Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series. We're in the second round of competition, ready to go with Rory Lemmel from Mud Beach, South Dakota. Wrangler Cat is the bull. Andrews owns him, and we're ready to ride again. As of right now, an 81 score for the Indian Cowboy. C.L. Johnson of Newbury, South Dakota is the only qualified ride. We've had 1 out of 5. Let's do it. Rory Lemmel, here it is. Stay a little longer. You got to be there for 8 to qualify. One hand in a open, one hand free. Those are the rules.
Yeah.
He did it. A rodeo announcer, a bronc rider, and a bull rider from Mud Butte, South Dakota.
He's a happy camper after a ride like that. Took a little shot to rip.
Rory looking good right here. Bull really rearing up. Almost bucks him off right there. He makes a good move, gets back over that front end, gets back in time with him. Then the bull kind of lines out. More than likely, that's going to put him in the third round. The way they're bucking bulls, the riders off here tonight, this set of bulls from Sammy Andrews is just about as tough as you're going to get.
When you talk about trying to make to the third round, if you were seated like Rory was in the second round and you just get there with a 77, you can be a pretty happy camper. We just want to get him into that third round for the $10,000. We're talking about how tough it is. C.L. Johnson with an 81. Rory Lemmel sneaks in now with a pair of 7s. Only 2 out of 6 have qualified. A 33% factor is not good. Gary, I don't care how you come up with the calculations. Now, this young kid, we've tried to do a lot of things with him, but we have drawn a bull underneath him that is as rank as anybody would not want to ride. Buck Ernst. He had a re-ride out of the first round. That one threw himself down, threw him off, so they gave him a re-ride. He came back and qualified. He comes from Comer, Georgia. Let's see what this young hotshot can do.
Well, if you're a young rider, this is the bull you want. This bull is bucks, but he's real honest. He has good timing, and that's what every bull rider wants, good timing. None of that hop skip. He's just going to jump kick,
Watch
back, start
Little
spinning.
Watch him.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, when that bull drops his head and thinks about the Alaman left, if you aren't in the right spot, you're going to be in another area code, and that's exactly where he went. He left 303, going back to Georgia with a limp.
That'll move us down to Dax Hockey. Well,
the next young man behind the Coors sign is a law enforcement student going to university in Texas. This is Dax Hockey. He was a high school champion from the state of Texas a few years ago. But right now, with $5,600 to the good, 12 out of 17 rode, he has not won a whole lot of money when you really think about it this year. But what can Dax Hockey do here tonight? Hang on, Honky Cat, David Bailey. And David Bailey just doesn't bring bulls, he brings killers.
Well, this bull's supposed to really be a honky bull. It's his first trip to BRO. Dax's first trip out,
Yeah.
throwed his elbow out in Denver, but looking good tonight.
Yeah!
All right, Dax.
15,000 Denver, Colorado fans are loving it. This is the way it's supposed to be. Zeb Bell, our in-house announcer, is laying it on them, and they're giving it back. There's There's a good-looking young kid that's going to be somebody. He wants to be an FBI agent someday, and I would just bet he's going to make it. Anything he sets his mind to, he does it so well.
You bet he does. And taking into consideration, this is his first bull since January the 15th when he threw his elbow out. He's been on nothing but horses, but riding horses teach you center of balance, and they teach you how to get up on your legs. And Dax did a good job for his first bull back. That'll get his confidence up. He'll be rolling going back into the third round.
He's 75 points. That'll put him in the top 3 since we've only got 3 in the qualified. Dupree, South Dakota, C.L. Johnson still to the lead with 81. He's the man to beat. Armando Rodriguez is next to take a run at him. This is the bull called Dennis the Menace. Now, you can name him anything you want to, but the history of these bulls are bad to handle. This young man just squeaked by with a 69-point ride to be one of the 7 and only qualified out of 18 in the first round. I think he's just happy to be in the middle of this bull right now, Gary.
Well, he's got a pretty juicy brindle according to the rap sheet on him here tonight. And watching him ride in his first round, he has a bad habit of riding sitting down on his pockets, down on his butt there, and that was sliding him back on a pretty easy bull in that first round, and that makes me a little skeptical about this round here.
They say post and poke, and he is trying, but this bull is scattering around from underneath him.
Boy, that bull did run out from under him, didn't he?
He just slammed him in the front of that chute gate and said, here, bite a little iron, buckaroo, and that's all you can do.
Okay, here are 2 things he's doing right here. He's leaning away from his hand, and you cannot post and lean away from your hand at the same time. What that does is runs you back towards the flank of the bull. See how he's running back on the flank? And everything you're chasing back there, you can't catch up. You're behind your rope. The trick is to get out and in front of your rope.
Well, it's like being behind in a golf tournament. When you start to try to catch up, and you're 3 strokes behind, you'll be 4. Pretty soon you're going to be 6. The harder you try, the more trouble you're going to get into. Just did not work. Well, we can't cut this kid any slack, but his mom did. She named him Jimmy, S-L-A-C-K. Nosedive is the bull from Sammy Andrews. Jimmy, stay a while. Look at this little guy hustle. Look at him hustle. Look at him hustle.
Has some gas, but he turns back. But this kid's got a pretty good sink, Webb. Spoke too soon.
Well, Lloyd Ketchum is right there. He grabbed that bull by the horns. I'll tell you what, they say catch the rush and let the bumblebee get you. Miles City, Montana, and Texas for Rick Chapman and Lloyd Ketchum.
Now watch out, because
if the third time's a charm, Wes Sear from Nanton, Alberta could be the man with Rocket Sydney to pull it off. This is Sammy Andrews' dandy little jumping kicker. This man is 2 out of 3, 5 out of 5, $20,429 American. That's $26,000 in Canada. 3 weeks ago at Cody Snyder's bull ride in Edmonton, he won another $10,000, and he's here tonight. He could have $40-some thousand won on 5 ridings.
Well, he's got a test tonight. This bull here is hopefully the next Outlaw Willie, and Sammy Andrews wasn't lying when he said he was.
Well, you said if you're going to pop a guy's bubble, this is the bull to do it on. If this is the next bucket bull of the year, you're going to see it happen. Look at this. Here is the all-time champion on the ground at the Wrangler Bull Riders. Only there's more to come. Don't anybody move. We're coming back. Welcome back, everybody. Want to remind you the 23rd, Rapid City, South Dakota, Rushmore Plaza. You better join Gary LeView and I and all right there. Gary Richards, Houston, Texas. This is the Wild Toad 02 from Sammy Andrews.
This bull has a 99% buck-off rate. One man in this bull's career rode him, and that was Tuffy last year. And you can see why. Oh.
If he doesn't get you on the first one, he'll get you on the 5th one. And that bull's got 19 jumps, bucks, humps, and kicks within 8 seconds. The Houston Bull Rider tried him, but no score tonight, and I don't think he feels too bad about it.
Well, it's Gary Richards' birthday, and that was no birthday present for him.
No way, Jose. We're talking about Jeff Cathcart, Cheyenne, Wyoming, and the Ghostbuster from David Bailey. If there is a long shot, and you had your pick a minute ago, this would have to be one of mine right here. This kid is not overdue. He deserves a $10,000 win, but he's got to get by 2 Jim Dandies. 100 is the number on this bull from Bailey. That would be a nice score to have, Gary.
You bet. Clint Bronger was 80 on him in Wichita. The bull should fit Jeff if he comes into his hand. Oh, he's going away from his hand. He may fit him into
Look at here. Look at him stick. Big stick.
Look at the leaps that bull.
Yeah. When you're hot, Joe. He's got
the athletic ability of that bull.
You got it.
He's doing some leaping, isn't he? Jeff is making some moves, isn't he? What a beautiful ride.
Well, every move the bull made, every mistake he made, the next jump he caught up for it.
That's what hustle's all about in this bull riding game.
Well, they're not liking the score too much. We're only talking about 79 points. That puts him in the number 2 spot behind C.L. Johnson, and at least he is in there. Let's go to Todd Steinbach. Now, here was one of the qualifiers out of the first round. Bernie J's the bull from the Bailey Rodeo Company.
Well, Todd, he come to my school in December. One problem he'd been having was getting up on his legs.
What?
Oh, man, set him up.
What about when you get up on your nose? That's not the right kind of bull to get up there. Lloyd Ketchum and Rick Chapman having a handful of work to do here tonight, and they're handling it with par excellence. That had to hurt, Gary.
Oh, it looked like the bull slipped over there a little bit because he was getting along with him real good, and then when he had that little slip, it set him down in the back end a little bit, throw Todd's timing off, and when that happens, it slides you back, gives the bull a whip at you.
This is such a fine young man. The last thing I want to do is see anybody get hurt, but this kid could be on his way to a championship
beautiful
year.
timing, beautiful timing. Now watch the bull come around right here. He kind of slips right here. So you're kind of running back off that rope, and then that throws you forward. Kind of a timing factor there. Todd was looking good up to that point.
Boy, he's lucky he didn't get his head kicked off right there down underneath him. Well, Bernie J got him down. Dr. Skip is right there with him. Gary, a few minutes ago when Shaw Sullivan, the CEO of Bull Riders Only, was talking, first of all, to Terry Don's wife and then to Terry Don, you can not only see and feel the pain in his body, and we've been there to watch him get hurt a time or two. Bodacious was the bull to do it. If he can get by the evil saw from David Bailey, he still has to think about maybe drawing Bodacious in the short round. Broken ribs, bruised ribs, a hurt elbow, all the kind of things that seem to match up together, and that's what happened to him in Houston. That bull dropped, drove his elbow into his belly, and then come back and mashed it with his head. This kid's got to be unbelievably tough.
Well, this is where the old adrenaline's got to kill that pain. Look at Terry Don here.
Yeah!
Oh, man.
Yes, TDW is on his way to the pay window.
Nobody does it better than Terry Don West. Broken ribs or not.
I want to give credit to a family unity situation here between this man and that beautiful blonde. You talk about people that love each other, travel together, and make it work. It's community effort, and it's a partnership of these two people that psychologically make him ride these bulls.
Oh, look at him stand up. This is that stand-up motion we're talking about. Look at the daylight under that rump. The back of the butt will line up with the handhold to the rope when they move up. Only the great bull riders do that, and only the great bull riders get by the double-rank bulls.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the rest, and now you've seen the best. Terry Don West is the man from Henrietta, Oklahoma, and they're going to put him in with an 81 score to tie the lead with C.L. Johnson. 81, 81, 79, 77, and a 75, the only 6 rides we've had.
Well, Myron Duarte, I think they pronounce it, from the great state of Hawaii is the next rider. Made a nice bull ride in the first round. Good friend of mine sponsors this guy, Raymond No Foods, over there in Hawaii. Some good Hawaiian iced tea.
Yes.
But this kid is a good kid. He come to my school about 4 years ago. He didn't have a lot of talent to start with, but that's not what I'm looking for when I'm looking for new riders. I'm looking for try. If they got that heart and that try and they don't give up, talent will follow. And this kid is really developing.
Well, he's the true Panioli. And the rodeos that we have had in Hawaii, and I know they get a chance to watch us over there with this. This kid has been a trier since he was just a scrapper in diapers. And try is the key to it. You notice he's wearing one of these new vests with a flak jacket underneath it to save his body. Go on, Myron! Kid.
Yes!
Anybody who ever gets to meet this boy can just be proud to say you know him. He's a hard shot. Oh, man. They love it, they love it, they love it. Put a little of that pineapple on him right there.
Oh, that kid is scrappy now, isn't he?
Yes, he's got white sand in his boots and juice in his body. And when he gets ready to stand up and whoop his arms, they'll all whoop with him. We've got a new leader with an 84 score.
Oh, man. The pineapple has done it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, he might be a pineapple from Hawaii, but we had a Brazilian win. Then we've got a Canadian wins too. Then we've got a Hawaiian comes alive and kicks him at the fourth one. He's in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're liking what you see, join us in Casper. We're only a couple of days away. A week later in Rapid City, South Dakota. Then join us in the middle of May in the beautiful Northwest at Tacoma, Washington. We'll see you in San Jose on the 11th of June. Now, Colorado. Let's go with Richard Rule from Loveland. Toad's Wild Ride, T1 from David Bailey. This could be one of the best matches of the night, Gary.
Oh, yes. This is the bull Richard wanted. This is the bull that's going to fit him. This bull licked him right there. And Richard's a tough bull.
Kick him, kick him, kick him, kick him. Woo! Look about this guy. Put it on him with the double pistols. He's a fencing contractor from Loveland, Colorado. And in his home area, Coda 303, he's hot. His little boy was in the mutton busting tonight. He wants to win $10,000 in his own hometown.
Oh, I tell you what.
They're going to mark him 83 points. He's in there. 7 come 11. We're riding him now.
I love showmanship. Boy, shooting them pistols, that's cool. Great bull ride, beautiful bull ride. Spurs a little bit at the end to really get a few more points.
Hey.
Good to see him back.
The showmanship is in town. He ain't Walt Disney, he is John Wayne. Fire him, buddy. Give him 12 bullets in a row. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching the 1994 Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series, I hope you like it. We're going to come back with more in a minute. We're talking about the third round $10,000 ride. Welcome back, everybody. You are at the Wrangler 1994 World Series, you might say. You are looking at Myron Duhart. Here is the Hawaiian Cowboy that now lives in Dayton, Colorado. Gunslinger 55, one of the 5 rankest bulls in North America, has just thrown our cowboy off.
He had a handful here.
That's not the way I wanted to make it work. We're going to go yet with Jeff Cathcart and Salty Dog. Myron Duhart and Gunslinger, you just saw it. C.L. Johnson has drawn the great Bodacious. Dax Hockey, the high school champion and college kid from Texas, is hot. Rory Lemo's got Playboy. Alligator for Richard Rule. But Achy Breaky, the best bull that he could win on, Terry Don West. That's the way it is. I won Chicago on that bull. Let's go with a local favorite right now in Richard Rule. This is RCX Alligator from the David Bailey Rodeo Company.
Oh, and a handful here. This bull, a lot of rear, a lot of drop. You really got to get up on your legs between his horns.
Gary LeFew said before we came back to the third round, we're only going to ride 2 out of the 7 in this final round. It could be wild. We are 2 down, 1 to go. Now let's just see if we can get the ice melted a little bit. I want to give a special thank you tonight to Tom Carr from Coors, to Greg Tusa from Wrangler, to Jan Greer, of course, from Roper, and our good friend Peter Boyles from K-Talk Radio, AM 760, with all of the airtime that he gives us so many times, devoted to all of us. Peter Boyles, we love you. Jeff Cathcart, Salty Dog from the Bailey Rodeo Company. Here's the 3rd out of 7 to ride. When I came in tonight, I had to pick a long shot. This was the man that I took a look at. Shaw Sullivan was betting on him. Let's see if we can get him $10,000, Gary.
Well, I hope so, but Salty Dog is standing in the way between him and that $10,000. Salty Dog, big Charbray bull, made mincemeat of Gary Richards in Chicago. This bull is one of the toughest bulls in the country, is a real handful, really juicy. Let's just hope Jeff can beat the challenge.
Well, Jeffrey, let's make it work. Come on, kid, let's get a bull road. We gotta ride one. Oh, he's there, he's there.
Dirty move.
It's happening. Oh! Does he make the whistle? I can't hear it. 15,000 fans doing the wave in McNichols Arena. Let's see if he makes the whistle or not. The judges are carrying a stopwatch. Chris Horton and Darrell Haas are there. This bull slammed him so hard he knocked the air out of his whole system.
Kept rolling him away from his hand. That's not good, because when he comes around, he's going to have him back off that rope. See how he slid back to the back part of the bull? That's where the catapult action is. They get that big kick back there. There's no place to ride him back there. It's just too rough.
And no score to get for Jeff Cathcart. That's 3 down, 4 to go. Don't anybody move. We're coming back to the Wrangler Bull Riders Only. Round 3 in Denver. A mile high we are, and we're gonna get higher. Come back with us. Welcome back, everybody. Bob Bob Tolman here with Gary LeFew and a $10,000 round for the Wrangler Bull Riders only in Denver. But I'm talking about Casper, Wyoming, the event center. It's going to happen in just a few days. You better be with us on Saturday Night Live. The April 16th date is your date with us. Rory Level's the man, Mudbutte, South Dakota. And number 15, here's an old-timer and a campaigner called Playboy from David Bailey.
Yeah, former Bull of the Year, still one of the toughest bulls in the business. He has got a handful to put down there.
This kid can get rich for $10,000 if he can get him rolled. If he gets him rolled. Ouch, 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 ouch. Get away from the head. He's going to kill him if they don't get him out of there. Oh, Lord. You talk about a hooking and a kicking and give him a final kick at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, you've watched it, and I'll tell you what, hockey and football players tell me that the rankest thing in the world to do is ride bulls, and the toughest men in the world do it. There's a man with a little dislocation of an elbow or a shoulder, a hyperextension.
Okay, leaned away from his hand right out of that box, but look at the athletic ability of this bull. You talk about rare and drop. With that hand down, it pulls you away from that hand. You've got to move straight forward.
Man, pull you away, pull you in half, kick your head off. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the roughest athletic action any place in the world. It's Bull Riders only main event. Wrangler makes it happen, and as they take little Rory out, Skip Ross is a trauma surgeon at the Cheyenne Hospital, and he is our official doctor. There's Shaw Sullivan. That is a tough way to make it work on Prime, but that's the way it is in Bull Riders only business. Let's get ready to go with Dax Hockey. 22 is the bull, Sugar Bear. All this kid's got to do is ride, and he's going to get a check. Now, we are 4 up, 4 down in the dirt.
Well, this bull here that he's got drawn, if you're going to pick one out of here that should fit Dax, it should be Sugar Bear.
Okay, you said it. If he's going to get him rode, he's a cute little dude. His mother was cute, and that bull ought to be generally was raised on mother's milk. I want to give my congratulations to what I have said for the last 15 years in the rodeo business. The greatest sporting audiences in rodeo are in Denver, Colorado. Not to take away from Fort Worth or Houston, or any place else in Reno, or in Cheyenne. But when it comes to logic and energy, when you match those two together, if you can, this is where it happens. In the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado. God bless you and thank you for joining us. But this arena has become Bull Riders only, home place for standing room only crowds, and they turned them away tonight. I-25 is closed to the north. That didn't slow them down. It's been raining and now snowing all day. That didn't slow them down. Colorado has come out to be a part of it. There is a part of that 15,000 action-packed butt-to-butt, elbow-to-elbow, and they're loving what they're seeing. There's a lot of compliments, but right there is one up to our handheld cameraman, to all of the cameramen and Zoli Botch's crew. It doesn't get any better. There's a lot of guys in the truck out back that we never mentioned their names, and Dave Stewart, we couldn't live without you and your knobs, I guarantee you, my friend. This is the way it is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like high-energy action, I told you can join us in Casper this weekend, Rapid City the weekend after that. Then come to Tacoma. Then join us in San Jose, California on the 11th of June. We'll jump back out in Salt Lake City in August and go right on through the fall. The weekend ready to go to the final round. It's a 16. Bull Riders stop only for Wrangler. Here it is. Dax Hockey.
Go on with it.
Yeah. Well, that's 5 for 5. And the Bernie, Texas Buckaroo is down and gone.
Well, that was the direction I was hoping he wouldn't go with him. Going away from the hand, you kind of push on that elbow. He dislocated that elbow, and when they come into it, you got to pull on it, and it hurts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to come back in a minute with 2 to go, and it's the 2 of the rankest guys in the business. C.L. Johnson of Dupree, South Dakota, Terry Don West of Henry in Oklahoma. Don't anybody move. Wranglers Bull Riders only is coming back. When we're talking about Rapid City, South Dakota, Rushmore Plaza, we're talking about the Sioux Indian Nation, we're talking about 1-800-536-BULL, we're talking about action, family entertainment. The 23rd of April, it's going to be a hot and heavy Saturday night. It might be snowing in Rapid City, but if you're within 200 or 300 miles, I suggest you load the family up, come spend the night with us and enjoy. Just remember, Wyoming, we're coming to your city of Casper in just a few days. This is a Chevy All-Star bull. They call him Bodacious. I call him Yellow and Rank. He's the rankest bull in America today as far as I'm concerned.
No doubt about it. This is the Mike Tyson of the bull world. Not only the baddest bull going today, but maybe one of the top 5 bad bulls of all time.
Yatta, hey, come on, let's ride a bull right here. New breeze out the Dakota. Get ready. Your man is about to come alive and ride the yellow whale.
Man.
What jump! He threw him up like a dirty shirt in the corner. I mean, did frame him right there.
Well, he don't have to feel bad. He's just joined with a lot of other great bull riders that hit the same place.
I guarantee you what, he buried his tomahawk one jump too soon. Watch here. Look at the blow.
Blow out of there.
Look at the go. Whoo!
Ouch.
I mean, crossed his legs over his riding hand. I have never seen that happen in 30 years.
Right here, I think the big deal is he drops his arm right here. See, it leads you away from your hand. See how you slide back? You cannot lean away from that hand. Because the posting, to get a by-rank bull like this, you've got to get out over that hump.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is 6 out of 7 on the ground. Terry Don West, who we said was hurt, he said he was hurt. He rode the first one like a 4-H calf at a Sunday picnic. Gary LeFew, you and I watched this man with Oprah Winfrey in Chicago ride this bull and win $10,000. As he puts his mouthpiece in, what's going through his mind?
I think he's just tickled to death to have this bull. And they say the power of prayer doesn't work. His wife was praying to get around Bodacious, to get around Gunslinger, get something that he could ride. He's rode this bull. That's really got to help his confidence.
Well, the Chevy All-Star trucks that sponsor this event are proud to say this is an All-Star bull from Chevrolet, and this is America, but it ain't no apple pie. This is a slice of the pie you don't want to have to get on, but when you're the only man left to get to ride one for $10,000, Terry Don West has not won $10,000 yet this year. These fans are going to cheer him on. Fans are hot and they're ready, and I compliment Zeb Bell. Our in-house announcer tonight has done an excellent job of setting these people in the right seat to ride this bull with Terry Don. Gary, when you talk about a guy that's been on the injured list with bruised ribs, there's my man Zeb Bell. Zeb Bell and I announced the National Finals Rodeo a decade or more ago, and that big man has done rodeos all over the country. This is his first experience at Bull Riders Only, and I don't think it'll be his last. He's done a marvelous job. What a great guy. Now, Terry Don, your wife said if the Lord had his way, and I've always said if the Lord was a cowboy, he'd have been a bull rider, and if he was a bull rider, he'd have been a champion. I don't think he wanted him to have to ride the yellow whale that C.L. Johnson just got off of. Achy Breaky, give him a shot. Terry Don, give it back.
Oh, Terry Don.
Go on for $10,000. Yeah, buddy. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Turn loose. You'll kill him if you don't get him loose, boys. He's still hung up. Chapman is trying. Lloyd can't get in position.
He's doing a great job of staying on his feet. You've got to stay on your feet.
Oh, there's his wife right there. We got to get him off and get him loose. He's all right. He's up. He's up. He's up. He's hurt, but he's up. That is not the way I like to see a champion come down. Ladies and gentlemen, she's coming to check him out. This is one of the most dedicated rodeo athletic wives I've ever met in my life. 85 points. We're talking about Bull Riders Only's best. There is no doubt about it. To all of the champions of the past, you are looking at the champion of the future. Terry Don West, TDW. You better remember those initials. Danny Wolf right in there to help him. Oh, my Lord. They're on their feet. 15,000 strong.
Oh, what a performance. It's just hard to try here. He got out of shape. He got back over that front end, got back in there. This bull is no cakewalk. He is yanking him around. He's sore, he's tired, but he gave it all he had, and he got the job done.
I want to say one thing about Sammy Andrews and David Bailey, two of the greatest bull owners and rodeo producers. I want to say the same about Lloyd Ketchum and Rick Chapman. They have worked their guts out here tonight. To Terry Don West and to every bull rider at Bull Riders Only, You have come to be a part of one of the greatest shows we'll have in our history. We've got more. Don't anybody move. Don't anybody move. We're coming back.
Go. Bob, the locker room looks like a triage area. I'm here with Terry Don West, roper ride of the night. Terry, I know you're hurting on the outside, but inside it's got to feel good.
Oh, it feels great. I mean, when you got ranked bulls like his here, and when you ride one, they're going to pay because they don't hardly ride very many because bulls are so ranked. And the Cowboys are good, but it's just who rides hard and tries the hardest and ends there for the 8 seconds.
Well, with his second trip with Achy Breaky and 95 points, the first American to win an event at Bull Riders Only Series this year, $10,000 and then some. Back to Bob in the booth.
Thank you, Shaw. I want to say one thing about Terry Don West. That is one of the toughest men I've ever met in my life. When you think about what he had to just put out in the condition he was in coming in, then put up with that bull Achy Breaky and ride him for 95 and win $10,000, the man is awesome.
Oh, no doubt about it. I think Donnie Gay put it best when he said, a true champion is a guy that can ride when he's hurt and tired. You know, and Terry Don was definitely hurt and showed what a true champion he is.
Well, I'll tell you what, we had a lot of champions make a shot at it here tonight, but Terry Don West's wife is a champion right alongside of him. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the way it is in Denver, and we're talking about $11,157 to the good for Terry Don West, his first big win of the year. Myron Duhart, my congratulations for hanging in there, kid. Richard Rule, in your home country, you're still a hero. And C.L. Johnson, you give old Bodacious a try. But Wes Sear, the man from the Northland on the Coors scoreboard, is still in the lead, and he's out there by, well, about $7,600. Terry Don second. Adriano is in there for third. Jimmy Sharp still on the list. And Aaron Seamus, we haven't forgot about you. When we have to think about who we did and what we did, this is the way it happened. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wrangler Bull Riders Only Series has been brought to you in part by Wrangler Jeans, our official Bull Rider jean, by Chevy Truck, our official truck that we drive, and Award Design Medal, the official buckle of the Acme Bull Riders Only Series. Shirts provided by Roper Apparel. For Gary LeFew, this is Bob Tallman, and we're tired. Just remember to come join us in Casper. Hey, the next time is going to be America's best for the roughest and toughest in the action world.